This week on NBA 2K TV, we meet up with community member Dignify.
I just always like making new builds, seeing what works.
Then find out what's coming up in the neighborhood. And we've added My Team updates. We're your source for pack releases, events, and locker codes. We'll wrap it up with the contenders for top play of the summer. So get ready to vote. That's all happening now. Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. First up, we need to thank everyone who entered and voted for the first ever NBA 2K Shoe Creator Challenge.
Yes, voting is now closed, but we are counting up your votes, and we will be announcing each category winner next week right here at 4 p.m. Pacific.
And that's when you'll vote again to decide which shoe makes it into NBA 2K20. But in the meantime, we've noticed the community on NBA 2K TV.
And I caught up with one community member who's making some incredible build videos, so we chatted about some
archetypes. Then find out what's coming up in the neighborhood. And we've added My Team updates. Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. First up, we need to thank everyone who entered and voted for the first ever and to decide which shoe makes it into NBA 2K20. But in the meantime, we've noticed the community on NBA 2K TV.
And I caught up with one community member.
A soaring CN tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris DH.
First up, we need to thank everyone who
Take it away. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Drew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the center. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris? A great offense so often beats great defense.
Because defense is not about stopping you, it's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great deep, better offense. You can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and matter of fact, smack him in the face. Curry, Harden, because defense, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you said.
Oh, I've tried that. I've done it before. It doesn't work with the great no. Just tap him on the forehead while they're shooting jump shots. That's still just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's
and he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Smack him in the face. No one's around. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist.
Because when you have a four-man with this kind of vision and selfishness to go with it, you're still man. Draymond Green getting it.
Lowry can't get it to go.
That would have been a big three if he trained it. Answer it back to the triple like that.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green, no loss against the Nets.
Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Lowry drives in, and that one drops for him.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
To the inside. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Lowry drives in, and that one Curry against Lowry. Here's Anunoby. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting out.
And they had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first one for the throat. Wiggins gets to Curry. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. And it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good things. He missed that one, but I've seen him real shots from that distance in warm-up.
And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly.
Here's Van Vliet, three-point range. And again, no good by Toronto. He's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. Green finds Curry. Thompson outside. Curry trying to break free. The shot by Thompson, no good.
You don't see that very well. A wide open three is usually like a layup. Yeah, one of the best things about Klay Thompson is that he's just an incredibly easy teammate to play with. He's great without the ball. He doesn't need it in his hands to score. I mean, he looks to make that extra pass. You got to love it.
Passes it to Curry. The tray. And the Warriors get it back. Chris gets the bucket.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Ibaka. Good on the baseline jam. And with Thompson, all those things you mentioned, C-Web, about him are why he's such a good fit with Curry.
Yeah, really anyone like Klay who doesn't need the ball to be effective is a breeze to play with. But the lack of ego on him to defer the spotlight to other stars constantly, it says so much about Klay. But don't sleep, though. He has the confidence to light you up at any time.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The offensive rebound. Gasol passes to Siakam. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Siakam's got his second basket of the game. Here's Poole, guarded by Powell, and the basket by Pascal.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Hollis-Jefferson can't hit. Warriors leading by 8. Guarded by Powell. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Gasol finds Powell from downtown. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
With a 7-1 division, Gasol staying away. I mean, this guy's got game.
It's tipped, and he recovers it. And Poole gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
From deep. And it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Curry's shot is off. Raptors trail by 7. Powell for 3. They get the rebound. Goes back up. Knocked loose. To the paint. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Siakam. And the Raptors miss again. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. And the Warriors making a change here. Warriors leading by 7. Curry with it. He has 6. From deep. But they recover it. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being stream.
You know, Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Well, governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay, I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. Davis is out there with Powell, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Well, Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a bunch of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. The players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Okay.
Good point, David. Thank you.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
And the Raptors call time here. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Well, it tells you a lot about who was the more aggressive team. I mean, they should have that same exact attitude tonight.
Lowry can't get it to go. And so Curry will bring it up the Warriors. Goes up. And Thompson throws it down.
Taking the opportunity to explode to the bucket and punish the rim. Thompson, he'll take the easy ones when he can get them.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And now a moment to see the stats for Ibaka. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. Averaging 15 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Lowry passes to Gasol. Pulls it from 20. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
To the middle. And Chris throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence. Man, they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his first 2 points. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job, okay. We don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so, yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. Inside, here's Chris, and Chris throws it down.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
Ibaka finds Lowry. No good with the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Kept alive. Here's Ibaka. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And there's Green on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 5th assist in this one. For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Van Vliet. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Thompson. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Wiggins. Wiggins has got 7 points in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Chris gets the bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Green with the rebound.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Chris can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
So I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
A 5-time All-Star, Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Pascal. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. Every possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off, but they still settled for the outside shot. You got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
And that's a wrap.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Van Vliet. Curry can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Yeah, the fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
Here's Curry. Can't hit that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And C-Web, as you were talking about with Draymond Green, you know, he's embraced the role in the past of villain in the NBA. But he said during the playoffs last year he wants to change his ways.
Yeah, right. We'll see. Draymond will irk opposing players and fans alike. But that's just a part of what makes him so effective. I mean, he's the ultimate example of a player who you love when he's on your team and you hate when he's not.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt me.
Launches it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet to stop the run. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wiggins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Thompson for the triple. Siakam pulls it in. For Toronto, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half starting. And the Raptors miss again. Warriors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And the basket by Curry.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The Raptors shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. Shoots over Curry. Great tee that time from Curry.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, take it.
There's the pass to Green. That one, no good. Good D by Siakam. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Curry. Sweet little floater. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, handles for days, handles for days, handles for days. Steph Curry can change pace and speed on you in a flash.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. A new group in now for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. That's good from Green. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Davis. A three-pointer is right on target.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Pascal. From 13. Guarded by Powell, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Marc Gasol's checked in for Pascal Siakam. The Warriors also with a sub. Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. Pass to Powell. Back to Davis. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. He tries for 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
From deep three-point range, Powell, that's good. Powell's got 6. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Wiggins. And no good. Some solid defense from Gasol. And there's the pass to Powell. Offensive rebound.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Poole. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Poole.
Toronto foul call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Left side, Davis. Powell for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. We'll be back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up, paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. From deep. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way. And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And the Raptors with some changes. Thomas checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. McCaw subbed in for Davis. Here's Boucher. Now here's Powell. Here's McCaw. There's 3-pointers off the mark. And it's the Warriors on the break to the left wing. It's hauled in by Thomas. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. He's guarded by Thomas. Passes to Looney. Lays it up off the glass. Looney's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And the shot is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Powell for 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is his second of this half, third overall.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
The shot by Powell, no good. Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And that one drops.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way. Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Pass to Poole. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Smailagic. And finally, that one's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Raptors shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. It's Thomas outside. No good there.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The G League growing by leaps and bounds. One is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there. He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Here's Poole. Good on the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
His passes were crisp tonight, pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
Powell for three, sinks the triple. Top of the key, Looney. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. Seems perfect.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Here's Poole. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Steph, what was the key that had your offense going so well tonight?
Obviously, guys have to make shots, and when we're creating and moving our bodies and the ball's moving, we're not turning it over. You know, we're tough to guard, and everybody had confidence tonight to go out there and make plays. So that's contagious, and we got to find that tomorrow, next game if we want to keep this going.
Obviously the way you guys want to play, Steph. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.